John. Welcome back to Mr. G's Workbench and the beginning of a new armor project. So I've been ogling this book I received the other day. I ordered this off of Amazon. It's from Pico Productions and it's Pz.III on the battlefield. Full of Pz.III pictures from the early A's all the way through, let me not be inaccurate here. Looks like all the way through the ends. So I was very much taken with this book, and there are some great pictures in here. And to that end, I decided to do, surprisingly enough, a Pz.III. So my selection for this particular project is going to be Takom's Pz.III M in the Blitz boxing. And in the Blitz boxing is supposed to be all about quick builds with minimal amount of parts count. So this looked like the right candidate for this subject. So I'll show you a couple of pictures of the 3Ms here that I got out of the book. A couple of the things that struck me about it is even though the kit comes with Shortsin, if I'm pronouncing that right, armor for the sides and the turret, the pictures I have in this book don't have for the most part, don't have that armor for the most part. There's one picture of an M, looks almost brand new on a rail car being transported. Other than that, all the ones that they give you in the book are knocked out. But like I said, none of them have the side armor plates, which I prefer because I really don't like that Shortsin armor. So I'm thinking of taking my inspiration from one of those and depicting 3M in Kursk and 43. And to that end, I've also got a wooden base from my local hobby store from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to stain that. And I'm going to try out this spring step diorama base from MIG, Ammo by MIG. So basically it's ready to go groundwork. You just take it and adhere it to your base. It's just big enough where I'll probably just have to trim one end and it'll fit on here. I'm just going to do a simple base with this grass. We'll put the tank with some high grass around it, and we're going to populate it with maybe one or two figures. I've got this Tamiya German tank crew at rest. I've also got some Master Box figures that came in an Italy boxing of their Pz.IV. And the kit was pretty bad, but the figures from Master Box are very nice. So I think I might pick one out from here and probably one out from the Tamiya, probably the Tank Commander. And we'll do that, and then we'll have the tank posed on the grass. Nothing crazy. It's just, I want to do an armor project. If you remember, we're working on the Victory Kiss diorama. Work has ground to a halt on the diorama base. It's vacuum form. I've got it primed. I'm trying to figure out the optimal way to paint it to get it to look good. So we'll see what happens with that. I think I'll have an episode for you soon with that. Just trying to come up with a semi-decent way to paint that within my skill set to get it to look good. So that being said, we're going to move on. We're going to start construction on this tank. I don't think this is going to be a particularly long series of videos, 2 at the most, if I don't get this banged out in one. Stranger things have happened. So that being said, thanks again for everyone who subscribed. I hope if you've built this tank, if you have any input, by all means, leave me a comment below, and let's jump into the build. So let me fill you in on the details since I started. After the basic assembly was done, I primed everything with Mr. Surfacer Mahogany 1000. Went on good. Was very happy with it. On top of that, I applied a coat of Ammo by Miggs Rot Brown as the underlying German primer. That went on without an issue. I then applied a coat of the ever popular Pz.III hairspray to seal everything in. And then I sprayed a coat of, I used a Middlestone from Hitaka's Orange line. And that's fairly close to everything I've read about Dunkelgelb. Armor guys, I'm sure, are going to lambaste me and let me know about that. But that's what I got. That's what I went with. It looked pretty good, but it looked a little almost too reddish. So I came back in with a light mist of Tamiya Dark Yellow, heavily thinned with Tamiya acrylic thinner. Once I had that on, then the fun began, because then I went to spray these gray things on. And I used Ammo by Miggs NATO Green. Out of all the greens I had on hand, it looked like the closest to the dark green that was used from everything I read. I'm not happy at all with how that went. You can see it's very thick. I've come in, I tried to fix it, and the more I try to fix, the worse it gets. So I'm cutting my losses. I'm not going to try to fix anything else. I'm just going to basically weather the daylights out of it. So let's turn and take a look at doing the base. I got this simple, it was unfinished wooden base that I paid $2.49 for at our local craft store, Hobby Lobby. Sounds like about $1.49 too much. It's just some cheap quality wood that they run a router on to make it look finished. And then I just use, honestly, I buy clearance stain and polyurethane combined. I just want to seal the wood in when I do that. So there we go. I've put a couple of coats of poly on it after I sanded it. And we're going to put this, I got this diorama base from Ammo by MIG called Spring Step. And it looks pretty nice, so I give them that. So let's take a look at it. I mean, it is what it is. It's basically a grass mat. So all I got to do now is just trim this down like right around here, and then we can fasten it to the base using some PVA. So let's just mark this. We just have to glue that to the base and we're done. So the decals are on. I've added the extra road wheels on. I've got all the tires painted. Next step is going to be weathering. Let me take this guy out. He's going to need weathering too. I'm going to put like I think I'm going to do like a pale brown wash on his face just to bring out the details. But the next step is going to be weathering, so I'm going to take all this stuff apart. So there we have it. We've got our Pz.III M all done. Part of the Blitz line from Takom. The build was good. Nice little kit. Went together well. And I think the only thing that really got under my skin with this build was this stupid little instruction manual. Because, you know, the diagrams for the assembly stages were legible, but at times you had to use a magnifier to read them. And the marking diagrams with the paint scheme for each version were awful. I mean, look at this. This is half a page for each one, and so you're trying to make heads or tails out of these, you know, where the green squiggles go and where the brown squiggles go. I could do without that, but I did enjoy the build. I would build another one of these kits again from this line. I'm kind of on a Pz.III bend now. I'm probably going to get a mini art Pz.III I think next. There's one that boxing that comes with a complete crew, so I'm thinking of getting that. The other thing that was kind of new for me was I used this this diorama base material from AK. So this was, I believe it was Russian steppe or something like that, and easy to use. You just this is almost the full size, and I cut like a little strip off of one end to fit it on this base. The base, like I said, was this is just a cheap generic wood base from the local craft store. So, you know, just for something to display it on, it works. No complaints. My painting, I wasn't thrilled with my painting. I have a lot to learn when it comes to armor painting and weathering. The hairspray chipping didn't work particularly well, so it was a little disappointing. I tried oil dot, that oil dot filtering process. I wasn't too thrilled with my results. I think I was a little heavy-handed. I think there's more nuance to it than I've applied so far. So that's a lesson for next time. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the build. And I hope the armor guys out there take a look at everything. Take a look at close-ups of the tank. I posted a couple of pictures to Instagram as well. I'm going to post some on the Facebook page. By all means, let me know what you think. Somebody who knows better than me can let me know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. So until I see you guys again next time, thank you for stopping in. And I appreciate everyone who's subscribed to the channel. We're up over 783 now. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And like I said at the beginning, tell your friends. You know, if you have friends that build models, let them know about my channel. And this way they can take a look and decide whether or not they enjoy it as well. All right? So until the next time I see everyone, be sure to check out my Instagram page. The handle is right there. Be sure to check out the Facebook page, Mr. G's Workbench. Comment, especially down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Feed the algorithm. And like I said, let your friends know, okay? And thanks again for stopping in, and I'll see you all next time. Take care and be well.